Today we're at Home Start, our program providing shelter and affordable housing to families experiencing homelessness in our region. It all starts with dignified housing, and we've seen the life-changing work that happens when housing is paired with supportive services.
So when we look at families, we look at the whole of who they are and connecting them. Because you build up a person from their strengths, right? A family from their strengths, and you connect them to resources. There's amazing things that can happen.
At VOA, families are able to access pathways out of homelessness and poverty to achieve stability and independence.
My name is Rachel. I am a single mother of 2 boys, and I am a resident here at the VOA. I got kicked out of my mom's home. I had nowhere else to go, so I moved into a pop-up trailer. So there was no power, there was no water, and the roof started collapsing. When I first got here, it felt amazing. Like, just being able to take a shower was huge.
What's unique about this program is that at Home Start, we have the opportunity to serve families in need of emergency shelter, as well as families that are regaining their stability, but may need a bit more assistance to take the next steps.
I'm Dustin, and I'm a resident at Home Start. The reason I think the housing is so important, if you hit a hard spot in life, it's really hard to get where you need to be. You know, like if you lose a job, you're out. You know, you have nothing else. This place definitely helped us because neither of us were working at the time. It really helped us to be able to get on our feet and figure out, you know, what our next step was to keep growing.
We have 5 units designated for emergency shelter, meant to be that first step for a family to start getting back on their feet. These are families who are struggling to find safe housing. They may have been living in their car or in a motel or with a friend. They're scared and anxious about what the future holds for them and their kids.
When I first got here, meeting the other families was a huge support. All the families here have children, so they know what you're going through no matter what. And so it was a huge community, and I felt safe. You know, for the first time I felt not alone and safe.
Having this shelter and having their own safe space for your family gives them a chance to take a breath and start working towards their goals.
My goal is definitely, you know, I'd like to get back. I'd like to get into working again. I'd really like to start working at like rehabs and stuff like that, you know, and helping people. That's one of my big goals in life.
When our families are in the season of uncertainty, doubt, and fear, hope becomes a beacon of light.
Yeah, the amenities here are good. You know, with having the playground, you know, I'm always seeing kids over here playing, which is always good.
They have a community kitchen so that you can cook and be able to keep an eye on your little ones. We have a new library, a safe place for the kids to, especially the littles, to read and be safe and cool during the summer.
We see a new page being written when they get a safe place to land amongst other families, get access to critical tools and resources, and they feel the power of a loving community.
If I'm ever struggling with food or diapers or anything that I need, they got my back. They can either point me to resources to get those things. Like, everybody's needs that little extra handout.
And families is ending their homelessness. The sense of joy, a sense of success, accomplishment, and being proud of themselves, and that they're not alone. That they have support and they have resources.
When a family in crisis receives this, we see them begin to thrive and break cycles of homelessness. At VOA, we are committed to doing whatever it takes to see a lasting change in the lives of individuals and families we serve.
I want to thank you for helping the people, because we can't do this without you. Thank you for making us better. Thank you for making me better. Thank you for making our families better.
I'm so glad that I did it, because the resources and the support that was here was absolutely life-changing.